Can we please give it up for Nick Cannon?
I always tell people, like, at 30, I ain't have no kids. And at 40, I had 12.
That's crazy.
It keeps me grinding. I probably was slowing down in my pace. Like, I'm chilling, I'm good, I did. And then I was like, nah, I got 12 mouths to feed. I got 12 minds to inspire and 12 hearts to nurture. We all have something that we're going through and that we're, especially when it comes to dealing with health. I mean, when we know the statistics, specifically in our community, it's like the goal should be always to be here as long as possible.
One thing about me is I speak my truth in the moment that I'm in. What's up, guys, and welcome to another episode of It's Giving. I am your host, Sarah Fontenot, and if you have not yet, please, for the love of God, hit that button below and get subscribed. Hit that little bell so you get a notification with each new piece of content, because every week we are bringing you the goods, okay? And we are not going to let you down this week. This week, y'all, we have a freaking icon in the building, okay? You know him as an actor. You know him as a creator. I mean, you just know him from everywhere. You might have laughed a little bit with Wild and Out. He's a father. He's out here figuring it out and creating access for so many different people. Can we please give it up for Nick Cannon?
What an introduction. Thank you. Appreciate the energy,
yes,
sincerely.
How you feel?
I'm alive.
I know that's right.
You know what I mean? Any day on this side of the grass is a good one.
Amen.
Yeah.
So I have to ask you.
Yeah.
If this season of your life were called It's Giving blank and you have to fill in the blank, what would it be called? And you have to say it's giving.
It's giving purpose.
What's that mean? Break that down.
You just tap into, I mean, I guess when you get to a seasoned age, you start attempting to figure out, like, your steps are ordered. Your steps, there's a calling over your life because you made it this far.
Yeah.
So therefore, the journey was the purpose, but now, you know, as you rest in the destination, that's like, oh, okay, this was purposeful.
Okay, all right, I like that. I like that a lot because I do feel like you ever actually figure it out, or do you feel like it's a forever going thing?
Yeah, it's a forever going thing. It's a journey. You know what I mean? Like, I think, you know, with the spirit of a changer, entrepreneur, you know that it's you're constantly figuring out. You know, like it's never gonna be enough.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's a vibrant lifestyle of being like, all right, what's next?
Yeah. Does that ever get exhausting?
Yes. I hate to say it. I used to always say no. But like, I don't know if that's age or, like, you know, even like my own like health struggles and stuff. So now I got to take time for me.
Yeah.
You know, because if I get weak, I'm super weak. And so I got to make sure that's part of the constant journey is like, yo, I got to keep swimming.
Yeah. You've talked a little bit about like the health struggles that you have.
Yeah.
Which one, or is that still like the biggest struggle that you have? Do you think that's the only real struggle that you have? Because you're successful, you're loved, you're adored, you're appreciated, you're respected, you know?
I mean, if we're talking like the things that really matter, staying alive is the only, you know what I mean? Like, I think but I'm not any different than anyone else. We all have something that we're going through and that we're, especially when it comes to dealing with health. I mean, when we know the statistics, specifically in our community, it's like the goal should be always to be here as long as possible.
Okay, so I have real questions.
Okay.
So you've said before in the past about, you know, health struggles that you have, and you're still bringing, well, not still, but you have a lot of children.
Absolutely.
There's 12 of them.
Yeah.
You named all of them almost on a podcast I saw you on.
I think the editing was off on that. Like, like, I think, because I mean, in the setting, it was fine, but I guess like maybe I paused too long for my last two to society's liking.
It's okay. It's all right.
I got them all out. Now, if I didn't remember any of them.
That's true. That would be the problem.
That would be the problem.
That would really be the problem. But what do you think, like, you know, so many people have said, like, Nick Cannon, he has so many kids. Like, what is your intention with having all of these kids?
They all have purpose. They are all, like, again, and it's not even in that sense of like, oh, these are my kids. You know what I mean? These are God's blessings.
Ooh.
So, and I'm just a steward, you know, so even the way it rolled out, it wasn't by design. It wasn't my plan, you know, but I mean, I'm open to it. I'm a vessel, you know what I mean? But I mean, honestly, I mean, because it's super challenging. I probably wouldn't have did it in that order. And, you know, a lot of people's feelings got hurt. A lot, even now, still to this day, it's challenging, you know?
Really?
So I embrace it. I'm up for every challenge that is placed in front of me. But yeah, I always tell people like at 30, I ain't have no kids. And at 40, I had 12.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean? So like but I mean, again, it's purposeful. It's one of those things where it's giving me a new lease on life. It keeps me healthy. It keeps me grinding. I probably was slowing down in my pace of like, oh, I'm chilling. I'm good. I did it. And then I was like, nah, I got 12 mouths to feed. I got 12 minds to inspire and 12 hearts to nurture.
So do you want more children or are you done?
I don't know.
You're still open.
I'm open to it. I mean, it changes every day, to be honest, because I think my plate is full right now, but my plate's not always going to be full.
That's true.
I'm still a young, virile man.
I'm still out here having a good old time.
But I mean, like, there's no immediate plans.
Like, you would never, like, do a vasectomy?
I don't know. I'm not opposed to that.
You're just open.
Yeah. Like because I don't know what life is going to bring. If you would have talked to me when I was 30, said, you're going to have 12 kids in 10 years, I'm like, man, get the hell up out of here.
Right.
But, you know, so like long ago, I stopped trying to predict day to day and just appreciate day to day.
Yeah.
So
that makes sense.
Who knows? I don't know what life is bringing.
You just open.
But I love every aspect of it. I love every step on this journey.
So do you feel like, well, first, how many moms are there?
6.
Dang. Dang, that's a lot of emotions.
It's quite a bit, you know. But like I said, I'm grateful to them. You know, I have reverence for every mother of all my children just based off of, I know my situation has probably made their life more difficult than them making my life difficult.
Because of how people would talk about them?
I mean, not even that. Just the alignment, you know what I mean? Like it not being your traditional, you know, nuclear setting when it comes to family infrastructure. I do understand that, you know, a husband and a wife raising children in the same household is what society desires. And when you don't have that necessarily, you're opening yourself up for different challenges.
I agree with that. And also sometimes a husband and a wife that are toxic have no business having a family.
100%.
And I think that we as people, especially like people that are listening, people are so judgmental about what you've done or how you've created XYZ. But if you're a single mom at home listening to this, what's the difference? If you're a man that has more than just, if you have 2 kids by 2 different women, what's the difference?
I think we just got to remove judgmental perspectives from our lives. Our lives would be so much better.
That's where I live at. I live in I observe now. I'll say what I observe all the time. But it's so crazy to me because inside of your entire situation, because, you know, folks be talking. They'll be like, Nick Cannon has all these kids. What's he trying to do? He's trying to start a tribe. Like, what's blah, 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 blah. But like, what do you think is actually, were you in relationships with all of these women and just had kids with them? Or was it, they were kind of like the whole neyo deal where it's like we could all kind of be together? Like, what is it really? How'd this happen?
It was probably, I'd have to say it gets a little, like even if I tried to define what was going on, I probably wouldn't. I've learned to allow everyone in all of my relationships to be individuals and have their own journey and their own story. Because if I just went to that place of just saying, yeah, I was dealing with 6 different people, it wasn't that. And it wasn't obviously, you know, any monogamous settings either, but it kind of happened how it happened. I mean, my youngest daughter is 2.5, and you know, eldest is 14. So in that sense, it wasn't all, but then there was a pocket that was like, I got
having
five, I got 5 3-year-olds. You know what I mean? Like,
oh, wow.
So in that, it was mind-boggling to me even as it was happening. I was like, yo, what is going on?
Yeah.
But then obviously being a grown man, I gotta be, fully accountable and take responsibility for my actions. So it's as all we know. We all went through sex education when
we know what happens.
But it was all again like nothing was a mistake. It was like I had strong relationships with women who desired children.
Oh, they desired children. With you.
Yeah.
Specifically. They came in knowing I'm coming to get a baby with Nick Cannon.
Absolutely.
Wow.
And I saw no problem with that. If anything, like I said, every child I have was made with love.
So do you believe in monogamy at all?
Not for me.
No?
Nah.
So do you believe in marriage?
Not for me.
Even
but
if it's
I've done
poly.
it.
I know you were married.
I think that, first of all, anybody like that, again, that's a lot of work.
Marriage?
Marriage, and then especially if you're trying to be married to multiple people, like that's so much work. Yeah. But I think it works for different individuals.
You don't think marriage works?
From my perspective, you got to look at it like this: marriage is for two people to become one. Mm-hmm. It's a contract. Mm-hmm. It's what you're building. Mm-hmm. When I built what I needed to build on my own, what do I need to sign a contract for? It's like if I built this skyscraper, and then I come out my skyscraper and I start looking to see the cottages, I'm like, I'm already good. Like, and it's about being equally yoked. But I get that if I would have started when I was building my skyscraper, if I had a teammate and a partner that was going to help me build this skyscraper, then I'm gonna rock with that person. This half-day skyscraper, and we got memories, and this journey was amazing, and we have a lot to be grateful and thankful for because we built this skyscraper together. But I'm over here in this skyscraper by myself.
What if she also had a skyscraper and y'all built a bridge?
I only need one skyscraper.
Really? So would you be with like a successful, like a monetarily super successful woman?
At this point, no.
Do you
where I'm at, but again, because that's only because I'm looking to cultivate and protect my own peace. Where I've been in a scenario where I was married to somebody who had multiple skyscrapers way bigger than mine. And that was an amazing experience. But
it didn't cultivate peace?
It did during that time, but now I'm talking about I was a different person at 28 than I am at 44.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So now I'm just like, yo, I gotta balance everything that I currently have to be like what someone else has
doesn't matter
to me. So you know what I mean? More or less.
So do you think that women that are more successful than the usual are less likely to be nurturing? Like, no. Do you feel like you wouldn't want a woman that's monetarily successful because she's not going to bring you the things that bring you peace?
Nah, not at all. No? It's just that's not what I'm seeking. I'm so complete. Yeah. I'm so happy and content with where I am in life that I'm not looking outside of myself for happiness. Fair. You know what I mean? But I mean, I understand why others do it. And I've had those journeys in the past before, and you're like, man, I want this and I want that. But like, I've either had everything I ever wanted or currently just those type of things don't even cross my mind.
That's wild.
Yeah.
I mean, you got options though.
I do. But that's what I'm saying. Like, my cup runneth over. Yeah. Like my plate is full. So again, that's from, the disposition I have is usually like, man, I'm just so grateful and appreciative of life that I don't desire anything outside of the present.
So what if the women that you have, so are you in one relationship right now or you're open?
What do you mean? Like one, like
because you're your youngest children's mom.
Yeah.
That's your girl.
My youngest child? No. Like, again, I have no idea of possession when it comes to relationships. I operate in a way to where my children are my number one priority.
Okay.
And I am involved with
all of them.
Not all of the mothers, because some of them like got their own relationships and do like, it's like I said, it's an individual thing.
Okay.
And I personally choose to not define it in that setting because I know it's always changing. It's always growing. Like I'm not thinking about like, oh, this is my woman and this is my, like, it's like,
yeah.
Nah, right now we are parents raising children that often romantically involved and intimate. And I value when somebody is dedicating their time and energy to me, and I do that, to the best of my ability.
So what if one day one of them value marriage?
I would celebrate it. I'll be right there and be like, look, this is what they want.
But it can't be with you.
Yeah, nah. I don't.
You've evolved past marriage.
Yeah, I don't know. That concept was all I struggled with that, even before I got married. When I got married, I feel like we did it very successful because we were on the same page. And then when that season was over, I was like, yeah, I'm never going to do that again.
You're never going to get married.
I don't why do people desire marriage so much?
I think, first of all,
y'all just want that contract.
No, I don't think people that don't know God should get married. Because honestly, I feel like
that's a heavy statement.
I do. I really do. Because otherwise, how do two become one? It's just two people getting married. But what about
the people, like maybe they don't have that upbringing or that spiritual foundation to even understand what God is?
It's two people getting married. It's two people walking down the aisle.
Contract.
It's two people.
That's a ceremony. It's a ritual.
Which I agree. And I feel like that's a business partner that you get to have sex with. That's what I feel like. Or that's a companion that you get to see all the time. That marriage to me doesn't really mean much in the sense of how I see marriage. Like it could be amazing and it could be beautiful and it could be, it could teach you lessons, but like, do you really go to the depths in that kind of marriage?
So as a grown woman, what is, because you've accomplished so much, you've done so much. What is the purpose of marriage for you?
I personally don't think, like, via God, right? Because I know I'm a wife, even though I'm unmarried. I personally think that I cannot experience my greatest levels of trust without being a wife. Because now there's another man that has leadership over it.
And define wife to me. Are you talking like in like the virtuous Proverbs 31 aspect?
I mean, you could look at Ruth, you could look at Sarah, you could look at Esther. There's a lot of different women that are teaching you how to be a wife. And a wife to me means you have staying power. It means you have something going for yourself. You can't be a feminine woman and be broke. It doesn't exist. It's not a thing. Now, not to say you don't lead with your money. That's a completely different story. But you have to have something for yourself. If you look at the virtuous woman, she had the finest linens. She was up before the sun came up. She was respected in her community. There are a lot of, or if you look at Esther, when the king wanted something from Esther and he said, what do you want? Even if you could have my kingdom, you could have anything that you want. Right. She said, let me throw you a banquet. And I feel like these are the things that women aren't doing in this day and age. Sometimes that man doesn't even realize, yes, the ask is going to come later, as it should. But there are some times that women don't even understand. Sometimes your man you need to throw him a banquet. You need to celebrate him. You need to have something for yourself. You need to be disciplined. You need to be respected in your community, which goes back to why I believe in when you're promiscuous, you lose value. It goes back to when, if everybody's running through you, if everybody can have it, what makes it exclusive? If it's not exclusive, why would anyone want it? Right? They might take it for the night, maybe 6 months, but they're never going to wife it. So
why is wifing it the ultimate goal?
I don't think it is.
Because before, traditionally, if we talk about what marriage was really about, it was about property exchange.
Yes.
And
dowries.
And unfortunately, ownership, and for the male's ego, in that sense of like whether he was going off to war or wherever he was going, he knew that his household, specifically even his children, were his. And that's why they needed the contracts. That's why he needed to establish this land belongs to this offspring, and therefore, and even in the times of colonization and even beyond, it's like, people put marriages together. Even the way Solomon built his kingdom was because he was able to marry so many that he enlarged his territory. And then, you know, what also was part of the downfall of allowing other, you know, ideologies into his kingdom. But if that's no longer, and now we've gotten to this place of, you know, equality and
it's such a scam. We're not equal.
Really?
We're equal in value, but we're not equal. We're different. We're so different.
But you can accomplish everything that I can.
No, I can't. You're a man and I'm a woman. You are different. And I'm so
but
sick and tired.
I'm talking pure accomplishments. I'm not talking about, you know, biology.
No. You know what I could never do? I could never be the woman that maybe some woman out there, I could never be the woman that pushes a boulder the furthest. But a man could.
But I know some women that can push boulders way further than some men can.
And those women, I love that for them. That's not women have lost their place. We don't know our place anymore.
Wow.
Well, I really believe that.
And you believe your place is a wife?
No, I didn't say that either. I think I can't experience the deepest levels of trust without being a wife. And that is an experience that I would like to have.
Oh, so you're going to give a man all that?
All of it. Recklessly.
That's just open. I mean, I commend it, but that's just opening yourself up
for all the things: hurt, pain, lessons, teachings. But that's
and you believe the only way to do that is by becoming a wife.
Yeah, for trust. I think the only way to truly experience selflessness
as a woman.
Why put
yourself through that?
Because why not?
Because you can love without trust.
I don't want to. I feel like that's too shallow for me.
So I get where you're going.
Yeah.
Because I believe. Even when it comes to spirituality, like that's where faith is rooted.
Yeah.
And trust. And that keeps us going as, you know, divine spirits day to day because we all locked in. But I just wouldn't want to give another individual that wasn't a divine entity, that wasn't the Most High, that wasn't God, that power to control my heart, my mind, and all that.
Which I respect, but that's why it's important for me to choose a partner that's rooted in divine power. Because I'm not submitted to him, I'm submitted to the God that's in him. And I trust his leadership over my life.
So what are you doing until then?
Living my best life.
What does that mean?
It means I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm working on myself all the time.
Because that's what I hear the narrative of, you know, single women say that quite a bit of like, oh, I'm just gonna wait.
I'm not waiting. I'm dating. Let me be clear.
Okay.
Your girl ain't just, you know.
But then even in that process, when you're expecting divine order,
it's easier to say no. This isn't it. Or yes,
you gotta kiss a lot of frogs. Good.
You do have to kiss a lot of frogs, but also my pond is already so small because my standard is high. And a lot of men are used to women that don't have any standards.
Is dating fun?
I think so. You don't think so?
I've never really gotten a chance to really experience it at that level
because you're so famous too.
No, not even that.
No, but that comes in. That's a part of it.
But my mindset was never, again, as someone who never really practiced monogamy, I wasn't on the scene like that. You know, especially as an adult.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so I never, like, I don't know what dating apps look like. I don't know what really, like, going and meeting somebody in the club or I don't know that experience. So
I'll say I'm like, I don't really date new. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I have to have met or like my relationships. There are a few exceptions to the rule because there are people that I've dated that I just had met, you know, and it was like, oh my God. And then it became a super long relationship. But for the most part, it's been, I know them.
Right.
So I have an idea of your character. I have an idea of how you show up. I have an idea of like how you treat people because all of these things are important to me. Right. So dating for me is fun because it's like I don't do clubs.
So you don't see like even if it's somebody you know.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like it's a waste of time.
No, because it's fun. You know what I love?
What?
I love playing Uno. But
that's not dating.
That is dating. If you're having conversations.
I play Uno with my kids.
I play Uno all the time. Playing Uno. I love chess. I love spades. I love eating salads or drinking smoothies.
Me too. I love all of that.
I
don't want to be responsible for this person while I'm having fun doing it. Like, you know, like I'd rather do everything you just, you know, expressed and described with someone I'm not dating.
Why? Because that's why it's not
like
fun.
I'd rather do that with my friends. Like
my
that's what I've.
partner is my friend, though.
But see, like okay,
If you can't be my friend, you don't get to date me.
I'll give you this example.
Okay, come on.
Wait, what did you just say?
If you can't be my friend, you don't get to date me.
Okay, so
if I don't like you.
Right. Okay, so I'll give you this.
Yeah.
Offer this, and we gonna be as real and as honest as we possibly can.
Love this.
You and I consider you someone as we get to know each other. At best, I'm like, man, we could be great friends.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as we implement sexual energy,
Mm-hmm.
it puts it in such a weird place,
right,
that you become more vulnerable, therefore more apprehensive, more protective, guards go up.
Yeah.
And we don't get to experience the friendship
right.
that we can. Like, there's nothing more that I appreciate and respect, even though I'm not married, like seeing like my homeboy's wife or my friend, like I don't have to worry about none of this shit.
Yeah.
That you got to worry about
I don't have
when you have sexual energy, because you can't deny sexual energy.
Okay, are you saying actual sex or just sexual energy?
Both, because I mean, ultimately, sexual energy hopefully leads to sex.
Mm-hmm.
And even what I've learned as a maturing man,
Yeah.
that when you open yourself up to that, it's so much weight. It's so much lack of peace.
I agree.
It's so much confusion. It's so many facades and manipulation that come from most. I'm like, I don't want to do it. None of that shit.
You know how
I'd rather play Uno with Sarah and then we good.
That's what I do. I don't have sex with people that I'm getting to know.
So who you have sex with?
No one.
Oh, well, you just got a bunch of friends. You ain't dating.
That's my point. No, that's literally my point. Like for me, if you can't be my friend, you don't get to experience me in that way. Because also, this is the thing too, and I think women don't realize how when you sleep with one person in a group, you've written off that entire rest of the group. So if there was any other man that you could have connected with that would have been a better fit for you, that you actually have way better energy with, it's a no. Because no man wants to be with a girl that is boy smashed.
Yeah, so are you saying that you hold the currency of your sex to only potential husbands?
Yep, absolutely.
Wow. Isn't that like, it's like a bargaining chip?
No, it's not.
Like the only, because I as a young man,
yeah,
and especially like a man that was trying to do it right for the Lord, and
yeah,
you know, no fornication.
Yeah.
You would always be like, yo, I'm gonna find my wife so I can build my family and we can
Yes.
start, and she's precious and she's my crown.
I am precious.
All of those things
Yeah.
were the ideologies of scripture. But once you start living real life, you realize, okay, none of this is gonna be perfect.
Right.
There is no ability to actually find the perfect mate.
Right.
So therefore, you're gonna have to work at it regardless of who you choose.
True.
You're going to have to sacrifice regardless of who you choose.
Facts.
So therefore, you can create your own reality. So who's to say who's the godsend or who's the husband, where you can make anybody you want the perfect man for you?
But I can't. The perfect man for me, I can't make.
So you're leaving it up to God.
Well, I'm
Jesus.
both.
Jesus is gonna find my husband.
No, Jesus ain't gonna find my husband. I'm outside and I think I'm positioned. And
Okay.
I think I have the right relationships where people say, I need you to meet my girl. And this is the truth. The truth is, my pool is so small, Nick. My pool is so
it's giving small.
It's giving
minute,
tiny, minuscule. It's giving minuscule. It's giving so small, and I'm okay with that because ultimately, I just believe what I believe, and if God sees fit to say I'm never supposed to get married, I'm also okay with that.
I can't wait to talk to you when you do find your husband.
What do you think is gonna change?
Nothing. I think there's gonna be a level of happiness and fulfillment.
You do?
Yeah, but I think your life's purpose is gonna change.
Oh, I know. We were just talking about that. I know my life's purpose is gonna change.
Because right now, a lot of this energy is about finding that one.
Yeah.
And when you find it, there's and that's where I think I come from. If I'm being honest, like not that I'm all wise, it's like, but the fact that I've experienced that at the highest level, like super in love, super successful. And then you're like, wow, there's so much more to life. You know what I mean? Because people spend so much time chasing their goals and chasing what we feel is success. That when you actually get it, you're like, wait a second. You know what I mean? Like, I can rest.
Yeah.
But I also feel like there's so much more to do and there's so much more to understand. And then you get to where Solomon ultimately got to in Ecclesiastes and like, none of this matters.
I mean, nothing matters, to be honest.
Yeah.
There's a really great book called, it's really a trilogy called A Course in Miracles, right?
Yeah.
And the first part of A Course in Miracles is saying nothing matters.
Yeah.
Like, look around, everything, your bed doesn't matter, your phone doesn't matter, your car doesn't matter. And when nothing means anything, because ultimately nothing means anything, that's the ultimate freedom.
However, they say the mountains will never care that you were there.
Never. They will never care. They will never care. So do you think that marriage is null and void? Like, do you think it's pointless?
I think as humans, we put too much on it. If we're tapping into what nature is, the animal kingdom, if we're, and I would say we're not animals, I get it, but I'm just saying like everything else that's going on around us, one, nature has no evil.
True.
So if you look at things from that perspective where it's not about good or bad, right or wrong, it just is, then why do we put so much weight? And that's why I feel so bad a lot of times for people who are up under that spell of I have to be married, I have to have a person, because then you can't even be happy.
I agree.
Because you're just constantly chasing and seeking what somebody else designed for you.
Right. But I do think we're duped from our childhood, especially women, because they tell us we need to get married, start a family, get married, start a family, which is true. And then it doesn't even matter who you marry as long as you get the ring and you get to do all the things, which is crazy.
Is that
it's
true
a rat race.
happiness?
No, that's not. But I do think that if you are blessed enough, I feel like my parents are these people.
Oh, so you have a great example.
Yeah. I've seen ride or die love.
Yeah.
I've seen, and I hope
and that
I
looked
don't
like
cry.
a good time. That's a constant Uno partner.
Man, my parents, they have the best of times. They still dance in the living room. My mom loves to watch the birds, right? My dad loves my mom. So they'll sit in these two chairs. They still live in the house I grew up in. They'll sit in these two chairs and watch the birds in the backyard and drink tea or drink coffee.
And
they'll tell stories.
Peace.
Oh, they're so happy. They still hold hands. They still kiss. My mom
That's
still
dope.
rubs my dad's leg. And so if it's not that like best friend ride or die, I'll kill for mine, I don't want it. What's up, guys? Sarah Fontenot here. I just had to pause this episode really quick to let you know, if you have not yet, click the link below for our ebook, okay? How to become a more feminine woman. People ask me these things. These are actionable 10 quick steps, intro to femininity, with a video that goes over some things in even more detail. So that's for you. Make sure to click that link below and get your ebook on how to increase your femininity. 10 really simple steps. Love you guys. Now let's get back to it. I really don't. And that's why when I asked the question, I'm going to ask you this scenario. We went really viral. Scenario. You're on a boat in the middle of the ocean with a young child. You only have one child and your wife. They get lodged into the water. They're knocked out. You can only save one. The other will die. Who are you saving?
We talked about this before. You said that you go
What's your answer?
Save your spouse, which is crazy.
But you know why that's crazy? It's crazy because true marriage...
Because you ain't thinking about your kid.
Like... No, it's not that I'm not. And it's not that I wouldn't grieve. It's that I can have more children. How do I...
But that's not the same child.
No, it's a different child. But how if me and my husband are one under God, we have formed one, how do I choose something that came from me but isn't of me?
Yeah, but again, that's a selfish way from my perspective.
Okay, I'm with you.
And the only reason because now you're still implementing your principles and what you believe, opposed to like giving this child the opportunity to live a life because they were at one, your husband has lived a life. Your husband has he's gone throughout his journey. This child has so much potential. It has so much opportunity. That's why they say women and children first, because they want them to kind of keep the idea of living a longer life.
I just can't see it for me.
I mean, that is such an outstanding perspective, but I feel like that's more like the right thing to say when talking about relationships.
No, I don't think it's the right thing to
They say
say.
you're supposed
They
to take
eat me
care of
alive.
your spouse and then the kid.
No,
but these are children we're talking
it's
about.
so much bigger than that. To me, it's like, this is my ride or die, once in a lifetime, platinum needle in a haystack. Do you know how patient I had to be to get my person, not just a person?
It's 8 billion people on the planet right now.
Man, and 799 million or
so you believe in
799.
like soulmates and all of that stuff?
No, I don't.
So then that one person,
I think you
that
can be
needle,
friends with your soulmate.
that needle in the haystack and all of that
I think
stuff.
my husband is special though.
No,
my
he's not.
husband, yes, he is.
He's not.
Yes, he is.
He's just another nigga in Atlanta.
No. Maybe you might also be that.
And there's so many of them, and that's even why I stopped putting so much weight, because I used to be that individual. I was a soulmate believer, and I still am a soulmate believer. But I believe that our energy is what connects us. So I believe we can be aligned in whatever our purpose is, whether it's to do this, whether it's to make a film, whether it's to make a child. Like, I believe everybody that I interact and have a true soul connection and soul interaction can be somebody that's like, yo, I was meant to be here with that person right now, and we purposefully brought something to the table. But it doesn't necessarily equate and have to be locked in because we're intimate or because we're physical.
Right.
Like, if once we start putting so much weight, because that's what I was even talking about, like how much value you put on sex, it's like, that's just an act. There's gonna be a time that your sexual organs no longer work.
Maybe.
It's inevitable.
Maybe.
And at one point, then do you lose your purpose?
No.
So that's what
I don't think sex
you're
has
not
anything to do with my
them right
purpose.
now. So in that sense, you are literally given so much purpose without any intimacy, without any sex.
But I think you can still have the deepest levels of intimacy without sex.
Right.
So
why do we put so much weight on
deep levels of intimacy without having sex.
How?
Oh my God. I feel like getting to know a person, their goods, their bads, their ups, their downs, the ugliest parts of a person, because this is the thing, most people don't want to know the ugly. I want to know the ugly.
Yeah.
I want to dig into, I go for the jugular. I want to, like, it's so incredible to me watching a person. It's so intimate watching a person just dismantle every defense, every coping mechanism, every facade, every mask that they think that they have, and just watching them piece by piece rip that off of themselves just because I'm there. What is more intimate than that?
Yeah.
Than someone being able to tell me, you know, I do struggle with X, Y, Z.
But you know what we talking about. Like, I agree with all of what you're saying.
I'm just saying,
but
intimacy,
the fact that you currently are preserving yourself, and protecting yourself,
absolutely,
because once an actual act of penetration happens, that
everything changes.
Everything changes.
I agree with that.
So,
and I'm not prepared for things to change prematurely. That's the problem. A lot of women get into things thinking that they're going to change a man's mind, and you can't change a man's mind. A man is going to be exactly who he is. And my job is not to convince you to be something that you're not. My job is to see, am I aligned with the man that you are? Because if we're in alignment, then I feel safe to do all of the things. Then that is my future husband. Then that is, or it's, at least it was a potential. It wasn't a waste. But I'm not wasting my body on these people that I don't even like for real. If I can't play Uno with you, I can't play Tonk with you, I can't freaking dance in the living room, if I can't delve into the depths of your soul because you've never taken the time to find it, I'm not interested.
There's great value there.
For me.
Yeah.
But most people are okay with the numbing. I think being promiscuous is a mental illness.
Wow.
I do. Why are you filling yourself up with all these different bodies, all these different spirits, all these different things? For what? That is a mental illness. What are you numbing? What are you hiding from? Why can't you be on your own?
That's interesting though, because some people look at it from a perspective of like,
it's liberation.
Yeah.
It's freedom. No, it's a scam.
Why?
It's a scam. What?
Because I mean, there's two ends of the spectrum from the same thing. People could say people who are withstanding or not participating, that could be a mental illness as well.
How?
Because
you could still experience liberation without a partner. You could still experience. There are so many different ways.
You feel like you might have missed out on so many.
Nah, I ain't missed out on nothing. I got saved. I'll tell you that right now. I'll tell you that right now. Because my husband, if I were to run down, because men want to know, they want to have an idea, especially if you deal with celebrities.
That's dangerous territory.
Yeah, if you deal with celebrities, it is. So the fact that
you're gonna tell your husband everything.
Yeah, but I don't have a lot to say.
Oh.
I ain't never been ran through. I ain't never been a hoe in my life. I've never been that. And honestly, I've been saved by relationships. And I'm a relationship girl, you know? And if I'm not in a relationship, I'm not interested.
Right.
What's the point?
Nah, that's dope though, that you're the conviction that then led to the preservation. You know, I always tell people like that stuff really mattered to me as a young man. Again, I guess because I'm not looking, like I don't really care about a person's past or even their ideologies based off of, even if they don't align with mine, that doesn't mean we can't vibe, we can't be friends, we can't have purpose together. So that's an interesting take, because I know, again, because when we turn these cameras on and, you know, everybody's turning the cameras on their phone, it's like we're offering up a representative, but real life happens so quickly. And so that I may want to say I'm this way, I'm that way, I define myself as this. But when life occurs, you're like, wow, I did make that decision. Wow, I did say that. Like that self-reflection comes heavy and fast a lot. So that's why, you know, I personally have tried to do away with my pontificating.
No, I love that.
You know what I mean? Because I know I don't have the answers.
Well,
I don't really. I'm like, honestly, like every question that I'm asked starts with, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like,
and that's a powerful place to be.
You know what I mean? Because I don't know. Right. You know what I mean? Like I've been on the soapbox many times saying women have to be this way, or men have to be this way, or life should be this way. You gotta believe this. I'm like, I think I'm getting to that space of Solomon where it's like, none of this really matters except for the present.
Yeah.
And I think even in the mindset of like Stoicism and like Marcus Aurelius, it's like,
oh, come on.
Those concepts of what a conqueror or a warrior experiences once he's conquered and gone to war and come home.
Yeah.
He just wants peace.
And I agree. I think that's really good. And I also think that it's not that I have all the answers. I'm just okay with them changing. If in this season, I'm saying promiscuity is not the answer, and 10 years down the line, I'm like, you know what? Do you sleep with them all, sis?
Right.
If that becomes my truth, that's my truth. Right. One thing about me is I speak my truth in the moment that I'm in it. And we as humans, you know, we know we're all walking contradictions at the end of the day. Some just refuse to acknowledge it. I know I'm a walking contradiction.
Yeah.
I know that there are parts of me that really just don't make any sense, but two things can be true at once, you know, and I'm okay with that. So I feel like for me, I hear everything you're saying and I speak with conviction because I live the life that I talk about in front of these cameras.
Yeah.
And I love that for me because there's a lot of people.
That's real talk.
Yeah. There's a lot of people that be in front of these cameras one way and then they live in a whole different life.
But shouts out to them because like they trying to figure it out.
Yeah, but don't give advice on what you're the opposite of.
Why?
That's crazy to me.
Why?
That's crazy.
Everybody else does it.
Nah.
Everybody's living a facade.
Damn.
I ain't met somebody who wasn't.
I don't feel like I live a facade.
You do.
I don't. A facade?
Sarah, is that your hair?
No, I got extra. And I'm wearing makeup.
You got on makeup.
Yeah,
these are facades as in society that we have stepped in. And there's nothing wrong with it. That's what I'm saying. I love all the facades. You look gorgeous sitting here.
I like the facade.
But and it makes you feel good.
But I'm saying the facade of my spirit and my character.
Well, see, that's what
I don't facade.
nobody does because we're all trying to figure it out.
No, some people out here just straight lying.
I think we all are living some aspect of a lie.
Okay.
Because as you know, the world is a stage.
I guess you look, walking contradiction.
I say a beautiful contradiction.
Okay.
A wonderful conundrum.
I love that. I'm going to steal that. I am a wonderful conundrum.
And it's because we're trying to figure it out.
You're right.
And that's why I was like, we put so much pressure on ourselves day to day as human beings. True. Because society says you got to do this and you got to do that. True. And I guess like I've gone into facilities of incarceration and watched people are in there for life because of murder or whatever they've done. And they're wounded spirits that are just looking to be accepted. Yeah. I've watched people struggle with being transgendered or not. They don't struggle with the identity, but they struggle with being accepted in spaces. I watch people who are from the queer community who don't know, who just feel out of place in their own homes. And it's like, why do we put so much pressure on ourselves? Yes, there should always be checks and balances based off of the idea of coexisting together. Yeah. But why? Who's to say one person is right and one person is wrong? As long as you're not harming people. I agree. And even when you harm somebody, redemption is real.
Ooh, that's a fact. I think you just got to live in your truth.
And that's why I go back to nature. Because nature's not saying nature's not saying this, the bee is bad and the mosquito is like. We put those things.
Because we give it meaning, but everything means nothing.
Yeah.
Okay, so look, pause. I know you're enjoying this episode. I'll be super quick, okay? When you are on the go and you want to look cute, baby, we got merch now, okay? So if your hair is a little tussled, turned, the edge control ain't edge controlling, go ahead and get you a cute little It's Giving hat. Or if you're thirsty, feeling parched, and you want your drink to stay cold all day, there was nothing in this cup. But you know what? It will keep my beverages cold. So if this is for you guys, we got hoodies, we got all the things. Make sure to check out the store below and get what you love. Let me tell you, it is quality over here, baby. Let's get it. Back to the show. Nick, we're out of time. But I need you to come back for a part 2. Can we please do a part 2?
Absolutely.
I have it on camera.
I'm so interested to see what the comments going. Well, he know he got 12 kids he can't even name.
We didn't even get to have the narcissist conversation. I really want to get into that.
But that's
part 2.
Yeah, we have to, because that is like the next step. But once you realize none of this matters, then why do we care about titles? Yeah. Why do we care about diagnosis? Because we're just all trying to figure it out. And then we get to that space of like, why do I care about someone else's opinion who's unhappy with themselves?
Ooh, say that. I don't care. I really do not.
Because we're all struggling. We all trying to figure it out.
We all got something.
Yeah.
We all got something that we're trying to figure out. Thank you so much for coming today. This was so fast, way too slow, way too fast. Oh my gosh.
We got to do a part 2.
We got to.
And then obviously you got to come back on Nick Cannon at Night, Council Culture.
Yes.
Might get you on Wildin' Out.
Period. Oh, stop. I'm not funny, though. They wouldn't like me. They'd be like,
you don't got to be funny. We surrounding you with the best comedians in the world.
Oh, I laugh, though. I can laugh.
That's the whole game.
Okay, good.
We got you.
Guys, if you made it this far, please hit that subscribe button below. Hit that little bell so you get a notification with each new piece of content. Today, we had Nick Cannon in the building.
It's giving.
It's giving, baby. Challenging thoughts. And if you are at home, guys, just a friendly reminder that you are phenomenal. Bomb.com. Nothing can stop you but you. But you got to do something about it. Love you guys. Bye.
That was awesome.
What's up, guys? It's your girl, Sarah Fontenot, host of the It's Giving podcast, and I have some goodies for you today. Now, you already know about our How to Be More Feminine, a high-value feminine woman ebook. Well, we're taking it up a couple notches. We've got our ebook that's an ultimate self-love guide, and now we have our Boundaries Bible. This is the perfect trio on how to step into and be your best self. And also for the men, it's good for you too, okay? Sometimes our self-esteem, our low self-esteem, our low self-worth is blocking us from our blessing. And your blessing could be your future spouse, okay? So make sure to check out MsSarahFontenot.com if this sounds interesting to you. Love you guys. Sending love and light.